What up, friends, and welcome to Weekday Wagers live on our Weekday Wagers YouTube channel. I am your host, Daniel Greer, and both of the guys, Robbie and Mark, will be joining me very shortly. But today on the show, we're going to get into everything that's happening around Major League Baseball, as well as the Sweet 16. We'll maybe even dabble a little sprinkle into some hockey, because that's what our guys do best, is the ice skating on the rink. I heard Charles today, if you know Chuck from Coach and Company show, he called it soccer on ice, whatever. I don't know if that goes together. I might actually ask them as soon as we get into the show. But we also have our 6-pack of plays where we give you our best bets for the day. We have the Daily Dinger video out right now, and my saloon shot might go hand in hand with that just a little bit. But we're going to get into all of that today right here on the show, plus a new game. And I'll reveal that a little bit later because I think it will be fun. But it was given to me by our ever so good friend of the show, Boom Boom himself. So the guys have no idea what we're doing. So you want to make sure you stay tuned for that because we're dabbling into the Major League Baseball and looking at how some guys did as they went through their career. But let's go ahead and bring in the fellas, if I can find the right tab. Hey, there we are. Marky Model. We're kind of matching today, man. How are you?
Doing great, DG. You know, I'm excited about the new game. I do have to, listening to your opening, I would have to say I held that same sentiment that Charles did. I used to refer to ice hockey as nothing but soccer on ice. I was wrong, and I will publicly admit that I was wrong. Given the way soccer players flop, the phantom, my ankle, and roll around to get up and then sprint down the field 30 seconds later like it was nothing happened. Hockey players are the toughest. I did a disservice by calling it soccer on ice, and I will never, ever make that mistake again.
Yeah, and I was curious about that. The flopping does bring it into, I guess, the clarity of why you wouldn't do it. But either way, but you are the hockey guy, Robbie. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I totally disagree. Now, when coaching soccer, you can compare some elements of each sport.
Okay.
But when it's actually played on the game, do you see how big soccer goals are? That goalie has a lot of room to work. Hockey goalies have to chase a puck around that I can hardly catch on TV, and they got to stop it going 100 miles an hour with guys fighting in front of them. So, no, completely two different sports. Got to disagree with Chuck on that.
And they're doing it on ice skates.
On ice skates.
Which is true. That's all harder. But last night in hockey, we did have some good games. The Ducks won. How did the Preds do last night, Rob? Big night.
Just terrible. They got beat 4-2. Ugly.
Play?
Everything was ugly.
They've been playing well, right?
Yep. The Devils was a letdown spot.
Man, I thought it would be their coming out party last night, but they did
not.
No,
they got shoved in the closet and the door slammed shut on them for sure.
That happened. All right. Well, we'll get into much more that's happening around the NHL, but let's talk about the game.
I'm not touching that. I am not touching that.
If you know, you know. Let's look at these games tonight. The first game of the day, I believe, is the Duke Blue Devils. They are favored by 6.5. Mark, do you like anything, whether it's the total or the line on this game at all?
Actually, I do. I do have a play on this one.
Okay.
So I will save my opinion until that time. But I will tell you that I think that this one is going to be one of those ugly games. I think St. John's can really shut down Duke defensively. They play that zone press, and they will force you to play full court basketball. There's nothing easy. And they're going to make people uncomfortable that have to handle the ball because their guard, Duke's guard, I know he's a game time decision, but I just don't see him coming back for tonight.
He's definitely going to get on the court. I assume at this point he's getting on the court, but at what minute restriction, I don't know at this point. But either way, I think that they'll be okay without him. But I believe that we're looking at either way that, you know, he should be able to make his return. Rob, anything on this game that you're targeting at all?
That's just going to be a good one to watch. I kind of lean Duke because of the twins. The Boozer twins just seem like they're on another level. I don't like Duke, and the way this tournament's going, every team I hate seems to be winning.
Exactly. That's how it always goes. And last night, I wanted to find this because I saw it was just from Joe. So he got crushed yesterday, and Houston just let down, but also Nebraska just completely let go of the rope so far in the game. Mark, how is that possible?
Dude,
you don't put 5 players on the court.
You're coming out of a dead ball situation. So it is inexcusable that players don't know who's in, what their assignment is, what they should be doing. The fact that they get caught out there with 4, because there's no rule that says the officials have to tell you that you don't have enough players. You can put 3 people out there and they can still start the game with just 3 people out there. But however, if you go put 6, well, then it's a technical foul. Anyway,
I think they need to be investigated. Iowa's putting something in the Gatorade that's making other teams completely stupid. Like looking at what Florida did in the last few minutes and then looking at that last night, I'm just like, what are these teams doing? I was just like, okay, if you're going to give it to me, I'll take it.
It didn't make sense. And that's honestly a lot of times, I'm not saying it's the head coach's, like, I guess, problem. In a sense, you're on to play, everybody should know they're in the game. You're like, all right, that's more player, but it's also the assistant coaches, because assistant coaches, one of them does have the job to make sure they have the right players on the court. Usually, every guest to be doing that. We'll see. I don't know. Are y'all flickering?
Hey,
is DG glitching, or is it just me?
No, I was going to ask you the same thing because I think DG
he froze.
Glitched. Yeah.
Okay, thank God, because usually it's my internet, so I'm like, oh no, I'm starting to lose.
I was starting to panic too. Oh, dude.
That whole thing was scrambled.
Nobody heard a word you said. You sounded like a robot with the digitized voice.
I think
Mr. Predicto is taking over.
Nothing changed for me. The only thing that started changing at the very end, I got to where your camera was going off and on, and I was like, I thought I was looking more into your shirt over here that you got going on. It's kind of mesmerizing, Mark. So I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but
it's because I'm jacked underneath it.
That's Rob, you know what I'm talking about, those pictures that you look at.
Yes.
And if you just keep your eyes there long enough, stare in one spot, eventually it all clarity. I don't know what's going to come out of Mark's shirt or his image, but something's going to happen.
We do have a spectrum going. It's like light gray, dark gray, then black. So we do have that going for us.
He's frozen again.
He's frozen again.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't good.
Yeah.
This isn't good. Can you hear me right now?
No. You might want to.
Dicto is taking over.
Yeah. Jump out, come back in.
All right. I'll be back.
All right.
I'll take it over.
We got
it. Don't even talk. Just step out and come back in.
So let's talk about a little bit last night, right? With hockey. Let's go back to the hockey.
Let's just leave him there like that.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, get out of there. What are you doing?
There we go.
As Joe says, epic Friday show.
That's how it goes.
Listen, roll with it. Anything from last night that kind of jumped out? And I'm going to ask you about tonight's Buffalo Detroit game, because that's shaping up. Detroit's got to start winning if they have a chance to make these playoffs.
Yeah, talking about last night, if you tell my picks, let me tell you a easy cash that you can make. Take the guys that I bet on tonight or the night before, and then bet them the next night. Because I swear to you, Mark, I've kept tabs of it this week, and it all started David Pasternak, Casey Middlestat, go off. I did get Anthony Cirelli last night. I went ahead. I'm like, I'm going back to the board, betting Anthony Cirelli for a point. Didn't bet his goal, but he ended up scoring a goal. Just like tonight. You remember I bet Rasmus Dahlin for an assist, didn't come through. He's getting an assist tonight, so you might as well go ahead and bank on it. So I'm in early season MLB mode when it comes to home runs. Too early. Got to wait for the next day.
So I am so glad you brought up Rasmus Dahlin, because that is a play that I'm actually on for tonight. Just so people know, He's had 5 assists in his last 5 games against Detroit. So this is playing his assist prop specifically, not the points. And you can get that at minus 120 as a standalone. He's racked up more assists against the Red Wings than any other defenseman in Buffalo history. This dude knows he's knocking on that door, and he will have that record as a franchise record for himself. I think that he is so involved, even from a defensive standpoint, he's so involved with the offense that I love this look.
Yeah, you can even, if I was going to tell you, if you want to take his point, if you think he might score a goal, pair him with Tage Thompson because they're on that top power play line. Right. Detroit ranks 9th worst in the league on the penalty kill. If one of those two scores, usually the other one's going to contribute if it's on the power play. So you could probably grab that at plus money.
I think it's funny. Just sun shows coming. All right, PTG. Yeah, I don't look. I keep looking for him to pop back into our little green room here, and I don't see him. So hopefully, maybe it's his internet. Memphis getting
storms. You're just going to see. You just no. We don't even have a lot of rain or anything here. You're just going to see Predicto's face take over in just a second.
That would be hilarious. We need that as a picture to fit in there. Along the way. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? It's just the two of us. Let's let Seabass say his thing. We'll jump into our plays, and that should give DG a little time to come back. And it gives us time to figure out what kind of game we're going to play, because I have no idea what to do next.
You didn't tell him.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Seabass, the only 5-star chef in the game. We all know sports betting is full of bad beats and tough calls, but when it comes to flavor, there's no second guessing. Bassett's Blends is the plus EV lock of every meal. We don't need a stinking model. Crafted with winning spices and bold taste, Bassett's Blends comes in 3 flavors, original, hot, and no salt, that's going to turn chicken, steak, vegetables, any dish into a can't-miss cover every night. With Bassett's Blends, there's no bad beats, no flavor fades, just guaranteed greatness. Check out the link right here where you can pick up your Bassett's Blends for a guaranteed lock every single night.
I love it. And I was just trying to text DG to see if he's coming back. And the other thing is Scotty Too Hottie got your saloon shot, so I will make sure we get that in for you as well. Good to see you in the chat. Let's start with St. John's. And this is going to be one of those Sweet 16 matchups where everyone just sees the logo. They see the record, and immediately they're laying the points with Duke. I get it. They're loaded. They're efficient. They've been rolling all season long. But this number, it's just a little inflated for what I think St. John's actually brings into this game. We're not talking about some Cinderella hanging on for dear life. That's not at all the case here. This is a team that's won 21 of their last 22 games. They just knocked off Kansas, and they are playing with such a high level of confidence right now. More importantly, they've got an identity that travels in March, and it's called defense. That defensive pressure that they can put on you to force mistakes, it's unbelievable. You look at what St. John's does well, and it's exactly the type of stuff that keeps you inside a number like this. They're generating steals, they win the turnover battle, and they create extra possessions. And in a game where Duke wants to control the tempo and dominate, especially on the glass, that's exactly how you disrupt this. I am telling you, you've got Rick Pitino on the sideline. He's 12-1 in Sweet 16 games. That's not coincidence. That's preparation. It's adjustments, and it's knowing how to keep a team composed when things get tight. Yes, I know Duke is a problem. Cameron Boozer, absolute stud. He's a monster. They shoot nearly 50% from the field, and they're going to get second chance looks if you let them. But that's exactly why I like the points here. We're not asking St. John's to win this game outright. We're just asking them to stay within 2 possessions. And with the defensive style and Pitino controlling the game flow, that's extremely, extremely realistic. I think this is going to be a grind, back and forth type game where we see St. John's staying very, very competitive. And then talking about competitive, well, it's not going to be the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight because they're taking on the LA Dodgers, and I'm taking the Dodgers on the run line. Why? Because I am 1-0 this season when I backed the Dodgers on the run line. We cashed last night. We're going to cash it again tonight. They literally are picking up right where they left off, and they're making it look effortless last night. They dropped 8 runs in the opener, and it wasn't even just one guy going off. It was just wave after wave after wave of offense. Andy Page just goes yard. Will Smith, he adds another one. And that's before you even get into the headliners. You mix in Kyle Tucker with the rest of that lineup, and it is absolutely just unfair. No breaks, no easy innings. And there's no, let's get through the bottom of the inning here or the bottom of the order. It's constant pressure. And when you have a team that's scoring like that, you stop thinking about just winning. You start thinking about margin. This is a matchup that lines up perfectly for that. Give me the Dodgers on the run line. Robbie, what do you want?
Yeah, man, if you can get the Dodgers at 1.5 at -110, start taking them now because it's going to be gone pretty soon the way they're playing. Tonight, I've got a double matchup. I've got a hockey play, and I'm going up to the diamond. First play, we're going to take Jason Zucker, 1+ point at -105 versus Detroit. Look, Buffalo has lost 2 of their last 3 games, something they haven't done since the 1st of February. It's crazy how good they've been. But he's on the top power play line with Tage Thompson and Rasmus Dahlin, as Mark and I were just saying. And the Red Wings have the 9th worst penalty kill in the league. In his last 10 home games, Zucker has 8 goals, 2 assists, and an average of 4.5 shot attempts. I love him when he's at home, not as much away, but when he's at home, he's absolutely crazy. He had 2 power play goals the other night against Boston. So if you're into some juicy props, look for his power play point. It's got to be somewhere around +1 or 200. But just give me the 1+ point at -105. Love that spot for him. Second play, we're going to go Nick Kurtz of the A's. And I like his hits, runs, and RBIs play at +100 against Toronto tonight. He's the reigning AL Rookie of the Year. Well-deserved. He had a 6.619 slug percentage and 36 home runs last season. He's cleared his hits, runs, and RBI prop in 67 of 117 games last year. Absolutely crazy. And he played well in the one series they played against Detroit. Kurtz had 2 home runs in 3 games, cleared his hits, runs, and RBIs props. This is another play that I'm taking advantage now at plus money because as the season rolls along, this prop's going to go up to 3+ hits, runs, and RBIs, and you're going to start seeing different numbers. So take it early. Nick Kurtz, reigning Rookie AL of the Year, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at +100.
Oh, I think we have – what happened here?
You've just messed everything up. But it's my time for my play. All right, it's my time. I told you, get out of here. It's Duke time, baby. I don't know what's going on with the internet, but please somebody interrupt me if I start sucking again. But Duke, they're playing St. John. St. John sucks. I don't care what Mark said about everything about this guy called Mr. St. John, but I look at this team. Everybody thought last night Arizona wouldn't dominate Arkansas, including me. But I now look at this Duke team, and I think that they're going to continue to dominate. And the differing styles, I think is going to be good. I think it's big time about looking mainly at how they play defensively. I think they're going to be good enough defensively to get this thing done. Man, do I not look good either? All right, well, the other game, Tennessee, Iowa State, we're going to go under 139.5, set -110. This game just screams under to me. I hate both of these teams. And honestly, there's nothing good coming out of Knoxville these days. So they're definitely not trying to score. They're not going to be able to put the ball in the basket. So let's go ahead and take this as an under, a nasty look. Nobody wants to watch this game. You know you don't. It's the last game of the day. All right. So do we look good at all now that I'm completely effed everything up?
Yeah.
Much better now.
Yeah. Much better now. It apparently, as long as you're running at 60%, Joe says that's equal to 100%.
All right. Well, let's get to this game that I wanted to do as I'm going to load it up. And we're off the rails because simply, if for some odd reason you do leave, when you come back, it all goes to hell.
Nothing loads.
And so I apologize in advance. We're going to try to do this thing. I know. I'm sorry. All right. So this is a new game that I'm going to introduce. There's no frills about this, and I don't have any of my notes. They're all gone from my computer now, but I will try to figure them out. But this is very simple. I'm calling it start to end. Probably not the name that's going to stick. But what we're going to do is look at the Major League Baseball season because it is starting. And I want to look at who these guys are that end it with these random teams to end their career. And you're going to know all these guys. So let's start out with the first one. And if you know what the player or who the player actually ended their career with, please let me know. Let's go to the first one. All right. Right here we have Manny Ramirez. All right, boys. Anybody have an idea of where Manny, which started his career with the Cleveland Indians, Any idea where Manny Ramirez might have ended his career?
Was it with Boston?
That's what I was going to say, but I don't think it's right. I think he played for somebody in a one-off season, and I can't think of who it is.
Yep, that is true.
I
Back
don't
in
know who it was,
2011, he signed with this team, and it was not Boston.
Can we have multiple choice?
Was it the Marlins? Was it the Rays? Was it the Pirates? Was it the Dodgers?
I'm going to guess Rays.
I'm going to guess Marlins because it must have been a forgettable season since I don't remember him.
Well, in that case, it is definitely forgettable, but he played with the Tampa Rays. Who would have thought?
Dude.
I remember that. I remember seeing him in the uniform, and it didn't look right, but I could not remember. I, for some reason, thought it was the Mariners, but it wasn't the Mariners. It was the Rays. Okay.
All right.
So we're only doing 5 of these. So no craziness, right? And I will give y'all multiple choice once we get there. So
nonsense got it.
Yeah, nonsense definitely got it. Don't use that Google machine. All right, next guy we're doing is Mike Piazza. Do you know where Mike Piazza, who started with the Dodgers, where he ended his career?
Yeah, New York Mets.
Yeah, Mets. Really?
Get out of here.
I remember seeing him play for the Mets, I feel like, more than anybody else.
Let me go pull up. I just saw pizza. Mike Piazza. I know exactly where he ended.
The Marlins.
Just keep doing the Marlins until it sticks.
Somebody's got to eventually die at the Marlins.
All right, so
he played where careers go to die.
Yeah, he played with the Dodgers from 92 to 98. Do you have any idea where he went after that by any chance?
I just remember him at the Mets. That's my only memory of Mike Piazza is with the Mets.
He then went to the Marlins in 1998.
Okay.
That same season, he ended up getting sent out to the New York Mets and stayed there till 2005. But he played for 2 other teams. I'll let you just guess either one of these teams. One team at 06, one team in 07.
West Coast, East Coast.
Both West Coast.
Both West Coast?
Both these teams on the West Coast.
Did he go back to the Dodgers? Is it a trick question?
Nope, he never went back to the Dodgers.
Okay.
I know he signed his one day. Where?
Oakland.
That is correct.
Wow, that was weird.
Played for the Oakland Athletics. He played in 06 with the San Diego Padres, which is crazy to me that I never, ever remember him playing with the Padres.
No.
I would have died on the hill that he's never put on a Padres uniform.
This is a Padres fan. That's why I was like, I know one team he didn't play for, and it's Boston, because I'd remember if he played for us.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to this next one. Where's my button? There we go. All right. This is Vladimir Guerrero, who Montreal Expos, and his son plays for the Toronto Blue Jays, but he started his career there. Where did he end his career?
It wasn't the Yankees. I don't believe.
That is correct.
His son,
not the Yankees.
His son hates the Yankees.
It's got to be St. Louis.
It was not St. Louis. He has never played for St. Louis.
I feel like Joe now. I'm sticking with St. Louis until I get it right. The Marlins.
Marlins again.
I'm thinking. I'm just trying to give a guess. The Giants.
Did he play for the Giants?
We do Mr. Predicto.
Okay.
Well, I know. I'm smarter than Predicto in this one.
So, all right. So let's break it down geographically again. Let's try to West Coast, East Coast.
All right. So he went from the Montreal Expos and to where he's probably known as well, the Anaheim Angels, right? And so that's where he played until 2009. In 2010 and 2011, I believe both these teams are in the American League. Yeah. And one of them is Southern and one of them is in the Northeast.
I see Robbie over there eyeing his laptop screen.
No, my laptop screen is completely black. Let's see.
The Rangers?
He played 2010 for the Rangers, but the very last season, I never remembered him playing 2011 for this team in the Northeast. Not the Yankees.
The Yankees.
The Mets?
No,
not the Mets.
Oh, it's the NL team. Yeah, that's completely wrong. Okay.
Baltimore?
The Baltimore Orioles. I have never in my life seen him in a Baltimore Orioles.
I don't know how that picture even exists.
Never have I ever.
That
That
is
is
so
crazy.
weird, man. It's like a creative player on some kind of video game.
California Penal League.
Look at Joe finally got one. He had his Google finally chipped in, just like my internet. What is that? That's number 3. All right, let's go to this next one. All right, let's go to Jim Thome. He played at obviously with the Cleveland Indians. Any idea where he went?
Wasn't he a Detroit Tiger?
Detroit Tiger. Did he ever play for the Detroit Tigers? He never played for the
White Sox. I'm sorry, White Sox.
Now he's looking at the chat. I see Nonsense put that in the chat.
Right, that's what I meant.
All right. He played this third team. He played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. His third team was the White Sox, which I'm telling you, I don't remember them playing for anybody but the Indians.
Yeah.
He played there 91 to 02. So that's where he stayed at the longest. All right.
When was his last year?
Yeah,
What year?
2012.
God.
What?
Exactly.
Played that long?
Yes. 1991 all the way till 2012, where he played on 2 teams. And one
Mike
of them
Trout
he repeated.
can't get through a season?
And he repeated on the same team eventually, one of the last 2 teams. But where did he play? They say he did come back. That's what Nonsense McGee says.
All right. What NL or AL? Can we have that at least?
Which one? The last one is American League.
American League. Oh, God.
What do you do? Look, what are you looking at, Mark?
I'm looking down because that's what I do.
Mark went to go look. Mark froze, so we know he's going to look at a different page.
yeah. You can't do that.
Anytime Mark freezes, that means he left the screen and is going to another screen, another tab. Liar.
Damn, I got caught red-handed.
All right, so he was definitely a Twin and a Philly. So one of the teams that he played on, not the last team, was the Phillies. His second and
Did he go to the Twins?
Did not. He played for the Twins, yes. 10 to 11.
His last team.
He played 2011 for the Indians, played 2012 for the Phillies.
Did he go? He went to. He can't also be Baltimore.
Why not?
It is.
Damn.
I don't remember him in Baltimore at all.
Ever.
From now on, I'm just picking Baltimore.
Right. Baltimore's the next Miami.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's where everybody goes to retire.
I was going to split them, and I figured, you know what, let's keep them back to back because why not? You're not going to guess Baltimore twice. All right, this is the last one, and this is one that very much interests me because the whole reason it was because of this guy, and that is Randy Johnson. He started his career with the Montreal Expos. Where did he end his career?
Yankees?
Seattle. No, wasn't Seattle.
Wasn't it the Yankees?
He played for the Yankees for 1 year, 1 season.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2 seasons.
I remember he went there because this one I was like, I hate him now. Oh shit. Okay.
The Marlins.
It wasn't Boston, Miss Kim. I don't ever remember Randy playing in Boston. I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember Randy being in Boston.
How many teams do you think Randy Johnson played for?
I know he played for the Diamondbacks. I know he played for the Yankees.
Expos. I'll give you that one.
Expos.
Mariners.
Mariners.
Was it the Diamondbacks? Like Joe
No.
Was it?
No. San Francisco. He played for the Giants.
There it is. Yeah.
Never have I ever remembered him playing for the Giants.
No.
That's shocking.
My lasting memory is him playing for the Yankees because I was like, God, you sell out. And that's all I remember from his career at the end.
So he started off with the Expos, went to the Mariners, and had, pretty long tenures. So I'm sorry, Expos for 1 year. Then he went to the Mariners, were there for looks like 9 years. Then the Astros, don't remember that. Then he went to the Diamondbacks. That was one of his best, besides the Mariners. That's his next best stop. And then the Yankees for 2 seasons. Back to the Diamondbacks for 2 seasons, just to end his career with 1 season in 2009 for the Giants.
Yeah, he hurt his arm with the Giants. And I think that's when he decided
42.
to right.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts me just thinking about him playing.
You know what? Speaking of guys, do you hear that Tom Brady is making a pitch to come back?
Shut up.
Because he did so well at the flag football game against a bunch of nobody.
That is not
swear
true.
to you, honest to God, I heard it this morning. He even confirmed it, that he checked in with the NFL to see if it would violate his partial ownership with the Raiders, if that would prevent him from playing. So he's already looking into finding a way for him to come back at the age of 48.
48?
Yeah.
Dude, what are we doing? I don't want him to come back. I want his lasting loss to be to my Cowboys. That's what I want.
Yeah, because it's conflict of interest of his ownership in Las Vegas. But you know what, Miss Kim, you're right. I am right on this one. I know what I'm talking about.
So they told him he couldn't because of this. Because
the ownership, but I think what he's doing now is trying to find a way that to create some sort of shell corp that is a controlling interest where he's just a member and not necessarily him owning it in name.
Yeah. Well, I think if you end in a loss of Dak, I think that just is part of life where you just kind of have to get over it. That's everybody's going to have to succumb to that.
Not only to Dak, but you lost to Dak in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
I laugh every time you do that.
All right. Well, let's go to something we actually do well around here. And that is shooting our shot. All right. So I just was told that there's an issue with my file. It won't load now. This isn't good. Did you lose me?
No,
nobody got a mug last week, so I can at least say the.
There we go. All right,
there we go.
I have one. So this is what we have so far. This is for everybody that's into the club or into the saloon, not the club, into the saloon at the moment. But today is a new day, and I think we have a good chance. The very first inaugural person to ever join was Joe Neuenfeld. Everybody give a round of applause. Okay, that's enough. But no, that's enough. It's enough. The last one was Mark. So first to last, these two knuckleheads. But we have new entries into the club. Miss Kim stopped playing a long time ago to give us a chance, and we haven't taken advantage of it. But Robbie's got two. So Rob, lead us off. What you got, man?
Yep, going to go top shelf tonight. I'm taking Jason Zucker, a guy I already thinks going to get a point. I'm going to take him to get a goal. Like I said, 2 power play goals against a pretty terrible penalty kill. And then on the other side, we're going to take Frank Nazar of the Chicago Blackhawks. He has 4 goals in his last 10 games. He's averaging around 3.5 shot attempts. The Rangers have given up a ton of goals to the center position. So give me Frankie Nazar, Jason Zucker at plus 1304.
Frank the Tank. I like that. Well, I'm going with some dingers, some tanks today. Plus 1335. Austin Riley going up against Cole Reagans. If you want to hear about that, go watch the video, the Daily Dinger. But Shohei Ohtani, it might as well just be a give me at this point because Ohtani did not do it last game, so he's going to do it tonight. He's going to take after his boy Andy Pages and go yard. So that'll cash me in. I'll get my second mug. It'll feel good. I won't forget to make that one. All right, Mark, what you got?
Listen, if you missed out on Robbie talking on Wednesday about a man known as Rafael Devers. Daytime Devers is a thing. Now, I know it's not Thursday, it's Friday, but you know what? Still daytime Devers. We're going to take him to hit at least one home run today against the Yankees. And then we're going to play an alt total here. We're going to take the total for the Alabama-Michigan game and just tick this up just a little bit to over 174.5. That is an outrageous number. Yeah, guess what? These are two racehorses of teams. These guys are going to put up, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something closer to the 180 to 190 range. Love this spot. And then the flip side is Michigan State, UConn. We're going to take the under. This is also an alt line, an under of 147.5. Why? Because this game is going to be ugly. UConn is absolutely horrible at generating any sort of offense. They stay in games because of defense. It's going to be hard to do against this Michigan State team. Give me the under 147.5.
That's interesting. So we can have a 75-73 game. No, that puts us over 74-73. That puts us right at it, right?
Yeah, 74-73.
Wow.
These two teams don't get out of the 60s. I am telling you, this game is going to be an absolutely ugly game. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Duke game went under for the same reasons. I think that St. John's is going to turn this into a grind out kind of game. So I like the under there as well.
Well, that's where I think you're right. I do think that Duke game is going to be a grind out game, but that's how Duke prefers to play. I know you don't know that. You're not like a true hoop head, Mark. I get it. But that's how they prefer to play. So that's where you lose. They win by 17 tonight. All right, let's go look at some of these that we have, and that is Keg and KC, Devers, Daytime Devers, and Aaron Judge, who got the platinum sombrero. I believe
I do like Judge today. I feel like Judge is going to shut a lot of people up today. I do like that. And yeah,
right, well,
Daytime Devers always delivers.
Scotty Too Hottie loves Judge as well. He's going to pair that with Ronald Acuna.
I love the thank me later.
Yeah. All right, and Mr. Nonsense is trying to get into the saloon. Gavin Sheets for a dinger at plus 1,100. Where's Gavin Sheets now?
Great question.
As we all go to scramble.
Nobody knows.
No, what an idiot. What a loser.
Really? I didn't know he was on the Padres.
Good.
Wait a minute. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. He's the son of Larry Sheets.
What?
His dad's name is Larry Sheets. I don't know. It just told me.
That's right. Gavin Sheets does. Yeah. He does play for the Pods.
I've never
You should have known that, Mark.
Padres fan. Definitely looking to get his spot. I'll put you right next to Miss Nonsense. Y'all can
blur
share
it out again.
Oh,
You're blurring out
God.
again. You're turning red now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, if you can still hear me, I'm good.
Yeah. We can say
Michigan State money line, Tennessee money line, A's money line, plus 1292. Who do the
I
A's
like
play?
that.
They're playing in Toronto.
Be a lot of runs
Kurtz.
in that game.
I like Kurtz tonight. I know Rob's on Kurtz as well. Michigan State to beat UConn. I would prefer them to beat UConn. Tennessee, I just don't think they have enough to beat Iowa State. But I don't like that at all.
Look, like I said, all the teams I hate are winning, except I like Michigan State over UConn. But so that might be your only leg that loses.
Yeah, Joe will probably get in again, and then we have to make him a mug. Can't wait. All right. After we have to make him a mug, I will shed a tear. All right, boys, that's all we got today. Before I completely freeze again, do y'all have, Mark, do you have anything that you want to hit on before we get out of here?
No, listen, if you're into model building or want to figure out how to start breaking down and building out some of your own models, go over to Amazon.com. It's called Seeing the Board by yours truly. Pick up a copy.
Yep, you can make model cars. A lot of things you can make with that book, right?
You can swat flies with it if you want. I don't.
That's usually what I use it for. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I just hit stop.
Throw it at the dog.
Yeah, exactly. Rob, what you got, man?
Yeah, I don't know about model building, but if you're into muscle building, you go to gymsupplementscience.com, use my promo code JensenGym, save yourself 15% off. So there you go. I want to wish my oldest son, David, a happy early birthday. It'll be his birthday on Sunday. So happy early birthday, son. Let's score another goal tomorrow. And yeah.
Dude, that's great.
Funny.
You did that all in one take.
That was great. Whose birthday? I wouldn't know. David's?
David's. Yeah.
David's. Happy birthday, David. I know he'll probably watch us at some point. He's a maniac, just like his father. So yeah,
he hates Sari as much as I do. I can promise you that.
Great. What's your thoughts? I know I said we'd try to end the show kind of early today, but I want to know your thoughts. We didn't get yours on Survivor last night. Charlie goes home, as well as Is it Stephanie that went home?
No, it was Charlie and Angelina.
Angelina. Yeah. What are your thoughts about either one of them or both of them going home?
I agree with Mark's take. Angelina just felt like a layup for that tribe. It was like she was just in no man's land at that point once Mike got out. I'm glad Charlie went home. I know everybody hates Rizzo. I get it. But that makes me like him even more because Charlie was being a little bitch about it. Like he really was. He was being a little bee about it. And Rizzo outplayed him. And I think for somebody like Charlie to get outplayed by Rizzo is just hilarious. And I hope he keeps doing well. I do think Camilla's on to him, though. Camilla knows he's lying because when she brought up, she goes, Kyle didn't say that to him. I know Kyle well enough. Yeah. He didn't say that to him. So his antics won't get him too far, but I'm here for him just annihilating some of these people.
Yeah, I think with Camilla is like you keep your enemies closer. So she's cool with him, play into it a little bit, keep him on your side, and then like cut his throat because there's no reason that he needs to stay around. But honestly, your thoughts on Sari's gameplay this past week? I thought it was really good.
Totally sucked. As soon as David came in from his taking a shower, he goes, "Oh, look, she's laying down again." Shocker. And that's coming from a 9-year-old. Like, I mean, I'm like, yeah, David. He goes, what does she do? Why is she here? And I was like, great question. All of us adults in the room have asked the same thing on the show. They are merging next week. So there is a merge. There's 17 players left, and they're going to merge them all. So that should get chaotic, I believe. But yeah, I'm like you, DG. I think now it's actually going to start getting really fun once they all get merged together.
Yeah, it's been pretty boring at this. It's been fine, but it's like the same people keep losing. Like we got to listen to Ozzy talk about how he's just run down, can't do it anymore. My God, sorry, bro. You're on TV.
Another little B. He is too. Like I'm so over him, man.
I agree. I'm the same way. But something we're not over is Nonsense's birthday next week. So
nice.
Happy
early birthday
to David. And then now we have Nonsense next Friday. We'll be here celebrating Nonsense McGee's birthday. But should be a good time tonight on the ice, on the diamond, on the hardwood. There's so much sport that's happening. Make sure you tune in to justthatsports.com. We'll make sure we have our plays up there over the weekend, as well as we'll try to put out some videos as we can. And so not sure about the weekends if we'll put up dinger plays or video plays, but stay tuned. You never know what actually could come out of there. But thank you all for hanging out with us and making it through the madness, because honestly, I didn't know I was coming back on the show at some point. I had no internet. It was just spinning wheels.
We didn't either.
So thank y'all for taking over. So hopefully I'm not going to freeze before we get out of here, but we'll see y'all Monday. Have a good weekend.